Have you ever seen someone walk past a small, shivering soul and felt your heart whisper, "Please, help"? That tiny whisper, that's where kindness begins. Welcome to the Kindness Kennel. This is where those whispers are heard, where we turn compassion into action and forgotten souls into stories of love. My name is Hope. I wasn't always called that. Once, I was just another stray, a shadow blending into the rain, unseen, unheard, unloved. People walked past me every day. I was too small to matter, too weak to bark. But then, someone stopped. One pair of footsteps that didn't hurry away. One heart that chose to care. Sometimes life changes not with thunder or lightning, but with the simple act of someone kneeling down and saying, "It's okay." That was the day everything changed for me. The day I was found, the day I was saved. And this is my story. The world was cold. The kind of cold that seeps through your fur and settles into your bones. I had forgotten what it felt like to be warm. The rain fell endlessly that night, tapping on broken roofs and empty cans. I hid beneath a rusted car, my paw throbbing with every heartbeat. I watched shoes pass by, dozens of them, but none ever stopped. I used to bark for help. Then I learned silence hurt less. But that night felt different. Through the curtain of rain, a pair of shoes paused. Then a gentle voice reached me. "Hey, little one, are you okay?" I didn't move. I was too afraid, too tired. Yet something inside me stirred, something that had been quiet for so long. "Hope," she crouched, holding out her hand. Her eyes weren't hard like the others. They were soft, filled with something I couldn't name. I took a step forward, just one, and she smiled. That smile lit up the darkness. For the first time in forever, I wasn't invisible. She wrapped me in something warm and soft. The towel smelled like home, though I didn't yet know what that meant. Her hands trembled a little, but her voice didn't. "It's all right, sweetheart. You're safe now." I didn't understand the words, but I understood the feeling. Safe. Inside the car, the world blurred into colors, gray, gold, and quiet. I lay still, my head against her arm, listening to the rhythm of her heartbeat. It was steady, calm, nothing like the world I came from. Every bump made me whimper. But each time she whispered, "It's okay." And somehow, I believed her. She looked at me once, really looked as if she could see every lonely night. Every shiver, every moment, I'd been forgotten. Her eyes said what her voice didn't need to. "You're not alone anymore." By the time the rain stopped, I had fallen asleep. Not from exhaustion, but from peace. That night, she didn't just carry me out of the rain. She carried me into hope. Asterisk. When I opened my eyes, I was somewhere new. The air smelled of soap and gentle hands. Voices moved softly around me. Not angry, not loud, just calm. A woman touched my paw. I flinched, but she smiled and said, "You're brave." Brave. I'd never been called that before. They cleaned me, fed me, wrapped my paw in bandages that smelled like medicine and love. I was weak, but every touch made me stronger. Every smile reminded me that not all humans hurt. Days passed, I learned. The sound of laughter, the feeling of warmth, the comfort of being seen. I had a blanket now, and a name, Hope. Every time someone said it, I wagged my tail, just a little. It felt like a word that belonged to me. The woman who rescued me came every day, would kneel beside me and whisper, "You're healing, little one. You're safe." I started to believe her. Maybe I really was. Asterisk. One morning, sunlight poured through the window, golden and kind. I sat up, stretching my healed paw. A new woman entered, smiling like the sun itself. "Hi, Hope," she said softly. Her voice felt familiar, calm, gentle, safe. She knelt down and held out her hand. I sniffed it, cautious but curious. "You're beautiful," she whispered. "Would you like to come home?" Home. I'd heard that word before, but this time it felt real. It sounded like forever. She lifted me, holding me close. Her heartbeat was strong, and I pressed my head against it. It reminded me of the woman who'd saved me, the same steady rhythm, the same love. We drove away. The world outside was bright, alive. But this time I wasn't watching it alone. When we reached the house, she placed me on a soft bed with a blanket of my own. Beside it was a small bowl, my name written neatly on the side. Hope for the first time in my life I belonged. I had found my home. Asterisk. Asterisk, sometimes I look out the window and remember the rain. The sound doesn't scare me anymore. Now it reminds me of the night my life changed. There are others like me, small, cold, waiting. I wish I could tell them, don't give up, 'cause sometimes someone will stop. Someone will care. Kindness doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers. It kneels down in the rain and says, it's okay. I was just one tiny life in a big, noisy world, but one heart heard me, and that was enough to change everything. If you ever see a soul lost in the shadows, listen to that whisper in your heart, because to them, you might be everything. I'm not broken anymore. I'm not scared. I am hope, and this is what love looks like when it finally finds you. Thank you for listening to my story. Thank you for hearing the voice of a once forgotten soul. Every day. There are hearts like mine waiting to be seen, waiting for someone like you. You don't have to save the world, just one life. One small act of kindness at a time, that's what the Kindness Kennel is about. It's about believing that compassion still matters, that love still wins. If my story touched your heart, please share it, because somewhere out there, another hope is waiting. Your voice might be the one that saves them. Together, we can fill this world with second chances and remind everyone that no heartbeat should ever be forgotten. This is the Kindness Kennel, where every story begins with a whisper and ends with love. Thank you for being here. Thank you for believing in us. And thank you for believing in me.